Hi, it's Lindy from Swansea Sports Therapies. Welcome to my back strengthening exercise number 2. I'm a Pilates instructor as well, and I'm an orthopedics Pilates instructor. This exercise is taken from Pilates, but again, it's one that physiotherapists have borrowed. So it's called the modified swim. I'm going to show you the version kneeling down, then I'm going to show you a version in prone. Prone means lying on your tummy. It's going to work the quadratus lumborums. Those are the deepest muscles of the abdominals. They are located in your lower back, either side of the spine, the lumbar spine. So they're here. Sometimes you can see if we've got an excess bit of weight there, that they're weak. Sometimes you can actually see in really muscular people they're quite well defined. But they do trigger a lot of back pain again if you've got a weakness there. A lot of people get a bad lower back. So we're going to come on to all fours, but this is only if you haven't got bad knees and you're able to get in that position. Actually, I'm just thinking I could go a little bit closer. So you can see, that's good. So you've got your hands shoulder width apart, and by that I mean the wrist is directly in line with your shoulders. Spread your fingers and flatten your thumb into the floor. We have a position here, so if you look for me from the side, you still have got your wrist, elbow in line with your shoulder, and by that I mean that the arms are not slightly positioned in front, so they're directly in a straight line. So I'm going to start with an easier level, and I'm going to start with the leg that's closest to the camera. So breathing in, so this will be the right leg, should be the right leg. Sliding down. So this is the movement that we're going to be doing. So this gives our spine, we're using the spine to stabilize the body, so that's why it strengthens. Right, just do one more on the other side, and I'm going to explain to you the principles of Pilates. If you take a breath in, we're going to exhale. Previously I showed you this stretch is the cat, and then this one is the cow. If you just do that for me one more time, arching, dropping the chin to neckline, then lifting the buttocks and lifting the chin, and then come between those two positions so your back is in what we call the neutral position. Your back is just relaxed. Now breathing, keeping your back in the same position. Exhale, and just allow your belly button to come in without moving any other parts of the body. So take a deep breath in. So by that we're doing what we call switching on your deep core muscles. So we got a tightness through the core. And now try moving the leg. Breathe in. So the easiest option of this is to slide the foot across the ground, trying to keep the belly button in. We'll take a bit of practice. Now, if I show you from this position, what I want you to make sure that you're not doing is allowing your body to sway. So we're using the back as a stabilizer. The back is long and strong. And I would refer to a table. So imagine your back is just like a table. So if I came over and put a tray of drinks on your back, they would not move whatsoever. So this is the first stage. It's quite nice. The foot is down. It's sliding across the floor. Going slowly. Try not to move our body whatsoever as we change in over to the other leg. So I would stay and practice that lots and make sure that you get that technique right down to a fine art before we add the next one, which is right leg, left arm, thumb to ceiling, palms in. This is much harder. And when we incorporate opposite limbs, we're challenging the opposite sides of the body. You may feel your shoulders are quite stiff. This is absolutely amazing exercise for strengthening the lower back. And it's about 20 times harder than it looks. How am I doing, peeps? How are you doing? So, and then with my more advanced ones, we take the leg up, flex the foot. If you're like this, that's fine, but keep the foot on the floor. You want to be in a position where your back is so strong that you don't move, you don't shake when you do this. So I'm flexing my foot, which means the foot is like you're wearing a flat shoe I'm pushing my toes to the floor. That then activates the glutes more. You exhale, inhale, exhale. We always breathe out Pilates when we usually breathe out when we're taking the limbs away. So yeah, if you're too wobbly, definitely keep the foot on the floor. Maybe even keep with the basic first one where you just start with doing the legs. Do between, when you first start, we're looking for 12 probably, 10 or 12 reps. As you progress, go up to maybe 20. The option then, if you're finding that too hard, or you want just a different one to do, once you start doing this, you never know, you might think, oh yeah, I really like this. Breathe in, exhale, flex the foot, opposite arm and leg here. Lovely stretch. Drawing it back now, back to basics, Pilates principles. You got your head down, you breathe in. You exhale, draw your belly button away from the floor. The back is just relaxed. Again, breathe in. Exhale, draw the belly button away from the floor. Deep breath in. Exhale, flex the foot, lift. And breathe in to lower. Exhale, lift. Breathe in, lower. Exhale, lift. So when I first trained in this, we had to point our toes like dancers like this. There's no right or wrong with this. It's probably controversial. If you flex your foot like that, toes down, you work your glutes more. But what I find is you keep your hips down better. So quite like that. If you prefer to point toes, it's just not so much in the glutes. So we have a feeling like someone's pulling the arm. We're lengthening the body, really stretching through. The spine is getting a beautiful stretch. Instead of compressing on the discs, if you spend a lot of time sitting down, that's actually really bad for posture. If you spend a lot of time driving, reading on the iPad, on the phone, all of those are really bad for posture. So this is really good for your neck as well. And the other option then, I got quite warm then. If I just grab this towel. So say like you have, you might be aware that your posture is a bit like this. Then when people lie down, they tend to be dropping their chin in too much because they got that archy feeling. So you can use props. You could use a rolled towel and pop that under the head. So we want to have the chin down, but we don't want to be bending the head in too much like that, bending the neck. So you could just put a little prop there. And then going long. Okay. So that is called the modified swim on all fours and the modified swim in prone, which means on your tummy. Let me know how you get on. Keep looking after your backs. We neglect our backs. We neglect our feet. They're what's carrying us through life. And I'll see you on the next one.